Hello, we'll be back, our beautiful viewer. This is the second episode for the Heartbeat
Hustle.
Hustle. Now, in the previous episode, we told you that in this episode, we shall be talking about the signs and symptoms. Do we have symptoms
Signs and symptoms of heartbeats.
of the heartbeat? How do you know that Tony's heart, Joseph's heart, Jackson's heart is beating for Becky?
But why me? Why all those hearts beating for me? It is supposed to be one heart.
Just be true. I have to investigate whether the names I've talked about, one of those hearts is beating. Once again, I'm Binix and she's
I'm Becky.
We are here for the Heartbeat
Hustle.
Now, Becky, how do I know that this person is really in love? Well, he just wants to do something with me. He wants to do some mingling.
Which is a thing.
Becky calls it eating, by the way. She likes calling it eating. So, how do you know that this person is in love or this person just wants to eat me?
Yeah, what I can say, what I can tell our viewers is that those signs are almost the same
Okay.
for someone who wants to eat and someone who is really in
So
love.
how do I differentiate? How do I draw the line from the person who is in love and that person who just wants to eat and drink? In Lydia Jasmine's voice.
Let them eat. Okay. Yeah, we have some of the signs that someone might show when they are really interested in you.
Yeah.
But we cannot say that they are the real signs. Because these are the real signs. Even someone who just wants to be with you can use. Like, for example, there is making time for you. A girl or a boy, men or women,
Okay.
yeah, someone starts giving you the time you really want, wants to give you the company you are looking for, and being with you all the time. That person might be his heart might be beating for you, might be just for a feeling or for love. But then how do we know that this person really?
Now, someone could be already getting worried. Someone is maybe already getting worried from what you said, but I have a feeling that someone may come for a hit and run, but in the due process, that person falls in love. So, what happens when you kind of start doubting this person? Are you going to lose from the person who was going to be the love of your life? Or because one, I may come when my mission is different, but in the due course, I find when this is the person I was looking for. For instance, I've seen people who have married people, and these people, at first, they were in what I call love. But later on, someone realizes that I think this was not the person I was meant to have. And secondly, we've seen people who have married and stayed with people who they had just gone to eat. So you may start thinking so much that maybe this person wants to eat me. And this is where I say that don't start investigating. Don't become a CMY when someone approaches you for love. What do you think about this?
Yeah, that's as I said in the other episode, we are keeping the trial on. We keep trying, giving people chances. As long as you feel like your heart is not yet settled with someone, please keep giving it a chance to find out. Because you may think that this person is not giving me time, he doesn't want me, yet he's the person who wants you. And he's there saying, now we have a lot of time forever with this person. So it's just giving you a little time. But for you be thinking, no, he's not making time for me. He doesn't love me. No.
Okay, now, what you do after realizing that Phoenix is giving me time, I think since Phoenix is giving me time, he must be interested in me. His heart seems to be beating for me. What do you do?
Me as Becky, when someone shows effort, me, I give back what I receive. When you give me effort, I give in effort. When you love me, I love you.
Okay.
Like when you create time, I create time. So me, I think every girl out there, do what you really feel like is alright. What you want someone to do for you, do it for them. You will earn that back.
Now, for some people, they say that when someone is talking and the eye contact is direct in the eyes, in most cases, these people are, they have some feeling for you.
Wow, that thing has no proof.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So, for someone who thinks that can be the reason, he can do it. Someone can do it. He can pretend to give you time. He can pretend to kind of spend most of his time with you. After all, he had us talk about it as one of the times that he thinks. When you realize that he's giving you time, you think that is love. And at the end of the day, you fall in victim. So, how do we differentiate from the person who is giving you time for eating and the person who is giving you time for real love?
Me, I think we should first listen to our hearts. What is my heart saying? So if that person has come to eat, that is none of my business. For me, if I'm really loving the person and I'm truly in love, and for him, his intention is just being with me, that is his problem, not my problem. Me, I'm going to love that person wholeheartedly, and I'm going to live that moment. Yes, what I can say, we just have to live the moment. That is why I say, if you have that beautiful experience of being loved, just enjoy it when it still lasts. Why do you have to think that this person is using me? What if you're the one using them? No, you don't have to think like that. Even if they don't mean it, because you're not going to test their hearts. Because the signs are the same. They are completely the same. What you have to do is focus on yourself. Am I loving this person enough? If they don't love you back, that's their business. Because loving gives you happiness as a person. You feel content, like you feel like you hope. So it doesn't matter. If he's pretending, that is his problem. He will keep struggling to pretend, but for you, a free soul, you're loving him. Just live the moment. That's all I can say.
Now, away from time and things to do with time, what is that other thing that someone can use to understand that person A, person B is falling for me, a person's heart, when someone's heart is beating for me?
Yeah, the person who loves you shows genuine interest. They show interest in whatever you do, interest in you, interest in your goals. Someone who likes to find out what do you like, what are your values, what are your priorities, what do you do, what do you enjoy. That person is really interested in you.
Even when others are not interested.
Yeah, because like it takes someone who really loves you, they could try to know what the real person is. Yeah, and that one is stronger compared to the first one. So the person who just wants to be with you for a day may not mind to know what makes you angry, what food you want to eat, man, you want the color, what games do you play for what? Because for him it's there for a day.
Yeah, just wants this.
Yeah. But the person who's trying to build a relationship with you, like a long-term relationship, they really try to find out what you do, what you like, what you enjoy, so that they can.
Now, does this has anything to do with gender? Because we've seen most men, like the male gender, they are taken to be as these people who are supposed to throw the first stone, and they are the ones supposed to approach the other gender. Does this has to do with gender? Like if my heart is beating, okay, if Becky's heart is beating for minutes, is it okay for Becky to kind of start doing so far what we've talked about?
Yeah, I may not tell Felix that I love him, but I can do things that make him like Felix. Yeah, I start like being concerned about everything about him. Like you feel concerned, and that concern may make him think that why is this girl really concerned about what I do? Why is she asking how my night was? Why is she concerned like whether I had lunch or not? So the person will start thinking. Yeah, me I think it works for all.
It's normal.
Yeah, it is really normal.
To our lovely viewer, what do you think? What do you think? Because we've seen most especially men, he says, why should this lady approach me? Why? Why is she doing this?
That is not approaching.
Why is she doing this? Why is she spending? Why does she want to spend most of my time with me? So, what do you think about this? Does it have to do anything with gender? Some of these things are meant for the other gender, and the other gender is not supposed to do that. Or you can share your comment, and in the next episodes, we shall even be sharing your comments. We're still going on with the signs that this person's heart is beating for.
Yeah, the person who really wants you, the person who loves you, that's the heart beats because the person loves you. They support and encourage you. You might be there with someone like you. It can even be your workmate.
Yeah.
You see the person is too supportive. Like when you're broken down, he's there to encourage you. Please keep pushing on. Do this and this.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
It will be fine.
So you'll be there, you'll be thinking about why this
will be
guy,
okay.
why is he always encouraging me? So that thing means the person, even if he has not told you that he really loves you, but what he does, like the support he gives you is enough to show that that person is interested in you. Because there are even people who are married, but they lack support in the family. Then there you know maybe these people are married by mistake. Because if you fail to support your partner, like what's the essence of being married to that person? Yeah, so support and encouragement is really important. It is a big sign.
Now, talking about marriage, is marriage centered on only love? Because some people, we've seen people who are taking marriage as just an honor, as an honorary thing. Someone says, no, I think I have to get married so that I earn respect in the community. But ideally, this person is getting married to someone who is not in his heart, in his or her heart, but he thinks he has a goal that he or she has to achieve. So, marriage and love.
Yeah, I know. Marriage is not like, but the original thing was like, you're supposed to marry the person you love.
Yeah.
But the world we are in now, people are marrying for status, they are marrying for respect, marrying for property, things like that. So that love, that is why we have a lot of divorce in this generation. People get married 2 months and they are no more because they did not build their marriage on love.
Now, as we are going on with this show, I think we shall not have divorces. We shall not have people divorcing because we are going to reach out that reason as to why you're planning to divorce.
We shall not have people marrying for fun. People should marry because they love each other. Yes.
So as we are going on, as you're watching us, you will do away from that reason, that one reason that was pushing you into filing a divorce. You will do away with that one reason that is kind of taking you into marriage with someone who is not in your heart. Now, what is that one other thing that I can personally say that, you know what, Jacqueline is falling for?
Why Jacqueline? Why that
It's
name?
one of our viewers.
Okay, Jacqueline, for the ladies, the common thing is their body language. When Jacqueline likes beans, she will He will not settle in one
I
place.
know Kwetega.
But for me, I've never Kwetega in life.
So for our viewers who don't understand Kwetega, is putting yourself in front
In
of
the
that person.
position of
You
the
make sure that
person you
whether he
want.
wants or not, he will see you. So does that also work with men?
With men, yeah, even men waiting. Like you see the guy overcoming to your workplace. When they come, they ask, I want Becky to serve me. Then you wonder, why does he really want me to serve when there are very many people? So you start saying, maybe this person is interested in me. Yeah. So even men waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, when you understand that Becky always goes to this hangout, you find the guy there. All of a sudden, hey Becky, what should I bring for you, Mitzi? You know that guy is just looking for you.
Now, away from Kwetega, what else do you people, you ladies, do when you are in love, when you're falling for someone? What do you ladies?
I can't tell because me when I'm in
Have you
love,
ever fallen for someone?
several times.
Che.
Yes, you fall in love. You feel like you love the person, but what do? You just try to be good to the person.
You start caring.
Yeah, you start caring. You talk nicely when you're rude. You try to be good to the person because now, like as African ladies, we don't have that courage, like to tell a man, "Nah, they love you," before he approaches
But
you.
what happens when you come out and says, you know what, Binix,
No, according to our tradition, it is not supposed to be like that. We are supposed to be pursued, not we looking for men. Men are supposed to look for
you're
us.
supposed to be the hunted.
Yeah, so it means I have to do all what it takes to position myself in a place where that man will see me.
And another problem that is keeping our hearts beat is that perception that even if I'm falling for this person, when he comes and approaches me, I should not say yes. I do
No,
for the
that
first
is
time.
not right. Let me talk like according to me. When I love a person, I don't have time to waste. If by chance and if God helps me and that
Okay.
person approaches me,
Okay.
like why would I even delay? I say yes. If you have been there longing to have you and by chance you come, why should I kill the chance?
No.
What if the person runs away?
Hmm?
No way.
Now, to that man outside there, when you approach that lady and she says, yes, I do for the first time, please don't have a second thought. Like,
You just know she has been wanting, she has been waiting for that one to come.
and you, that lady outside there, when he approaches you and you've been yearning for that guy, for that
Just
gentleman,
say yes.
just say yes.
Because you may say no and he goes away, you lose.
Now, to the lady outside there is wondering, now, those people, they don't understand what they're talking about. What if I say yes and that night they eat me and run away?
It is okay even if you refuse for a year. If he came to eat and go,
He will wait
eat
for the whole year
and
eat
eat
you
and
and
go.
run away. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still the Heartbeat Hustle, and we are always here every Sunday at this real time. Get us this time for the latest episodes, and the Heartbeat Hustle is here to kind of give you a platform to digest issues to do with love, issues to do with relationship, and how we can keep and maintain our relationship, our love affairs are flowing, and maybe for those people who think that their relationship is growing old, how can you keep that relationship? They're still looking outside. We have people who feel insecure. For instance, this guy is in love with this lady, but he thinks the profile is not much. Does love has anything to do with profile and things to do with maybe material, and if yes or no, how do you know that this person, despite despite the stature of his life is fallen?
Yeah, me, I think love has nothing to do with the profile or status. If you love the person, you love them. Whether they have something or nothing, you love them. That is what I know. As long as that person makes you feel a spark in your heart, it doesn't matter what they have or what they don't have. Yeah, but the society does. So if you're going to love for the society, of course the society will decide the class for you to love. But if you're following your heartbeat, it doesn't matter whether the person has anything or nothing. As long as you feel at peace, as long as your heart is at rest with the person, please go for that person. Yeah.
Thank you so very much, and we are going to pick from there in our next episode now. In our next episode, we shall be looking at the various challenges we are facing, more especially if you have someone who you're falling for, someone you call it crushing, and your heart is beating for that person, but you have some limitations. What are some of these limitations? What are some of these barriers that we face during this process of the heartbeat, and how we can overcome such challenges? Get us on the next episode. It is still the Heartbeat Hustle, and as always, Phoenix and